that's what I like about the kettlebells is they've kind of given me a nice rejuvenation of, okay, I can lift heavy. Look, I am getting older, but I'm not 100 years old yet. So like I do have to be I have to be a little mindful of things. Things are
Yeah,
changing. My
yeah,
whole life
yeah,
doesn't revolve around recovery. So like
yeah,
I can
yeah.
still lift heavy. I can still get some stuff in. I get that like I worked hard yesterday, but I don't feel dead today. It's like maybe I'm not going to redline it again today, but I can still
I
lift
love
kind of
this.
heavy with the
I
kettlebells
love
and
this.
not crush myself every day because that's what Olympic weightlifting was. And it's not in a bad way. It's just that's what the sport is. I was
Yeah,
smoked all the time. And I just
yeah.
can't do that right now. I have too
And
many other things that are important.
most definitely, same here. And I think with the weightlifting, we also have to understand that if you always move heavy, your neuromuscular system is fried all the time.
Yeah. And I
Which,
can't not move heavy. I just can't do it. It's just, like at least with
but
the bar, it's just like Olympic weightlifting is my
and with
baby.
the
It's like
bar, right?
if I can't go back to what I used to do, I'm like, I don't want to do it, which is stupid, but it's how I am.
But I mean, with heavy weights, you can still fry your nervous system
Oh
to a
yeah.
certain extent because
Hmm.
it just we just had with the client today when we worked with her. On Monday she did a more strength endurance type of circuit, which we usually do with our kettlebells, with the kettlebell, and then now it was with the barbell, was heavy, and I was like, see, that's different, right? I mean, on
Yeah.
Monday you felt like, wow, 6 minutes working with kettlebells without letting them touch the floor. Wow, that's like, everything lights up, and wow, I love the sweat and boom. And now, hey, of course you can pick the weight back down, but it's really heavy, right?
Yeah.
So there's a completely different aspect, and yeah, and I love it. I'm all for it. It's
Hmm.
these different types of systems, right? That you can use or that you can apply. But I think with a very heavy barbell all the time, your nervous system really takes a toll at the end. And with a heavy kettlebell, I love how you said it. With a heavy kettlebell, it's still gonna really mess with your nervous system, but it's like you still have some energy in the tank, right? It's like, hey,
Yep.
wow, I feel good the next day. It's not.
Yep.
I love that. It's not that crushing feeling. I did volume training back in my bodybuilding days, where it's like you spend like 1 hour at the gym really pumping it out and really
Hmm.
going heavy, and I drained. But
Hmm.
I was really bulked up, but it really killed me. It was called
Okay.
a German volume training,
Okay.
and that's the type of bodybuilding training that I did with so much volume and so much time in the gym. And now I'm like, hey, man, it's just 30 minutes with the kettlebell. I'm good. I'm solid. Even with the barbell, it's like I have this beautiful 30-minute, 35-minute mark, and then I'm done,
Yep.
which I
It's great.
really, really enjoy. It gives you so much time for other things in life.
Yeah. And it really is. You can do a lot with that, because I found myself kind of going a little too hard. I was probably lifting like 3 days a week, doing jujitsu twice a week, and like all 5 of those days was just balls to the wall. And I was like, I need to pull it back a little bit. So but I like working out. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something 5 days a week, maybe like 40 minutes at like an eight, 7.5, 8 out of 10 intensity, as opposed to doing a 10 out of 10 every time I worked out. And I've been way better since I did that. And it's like, yeah, 40, 45 minutes. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. And I've just accumulated so much more over that time frame because I feel so much better. Like I felt myself just getting drained. The central nervous system was just fried. And I'm getting stronger this way. I like it again. Like
Awesome.
it's way
Awesome.
more efficient.
And at the end of the day, if you're always fried the next day, which you have to dedicate so much time to the recovery, then. Okay, escuta. Ah, inimicimento. Dichli. Ah, de gols. Ah, coisa. Okay, escuta. So it is not that if your nervous system is fried all the time, you're not, or you probably cannot focus as much on other important activities that you need to focus on the next day, right?
Exactly.
So then I love. I mean, we both love fitness. We both live and breathe it. And when you are younger, you probably don't have that much responsibility. So of course you can dabble around with it. I love how you say I can dedicate more time to the recovery to it, right? I can dedicate really like, okay, I'm gonna focus on the snatch with this specific technique, blah, 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 blah. Great. Maybe it's a little bit one-sided at the end of the day if you only focus on one thing, but you're young and you're focusing on this, great. But as you get older, you have more responsibilities, whether that be family, whether that be business or both. You need something that really hijacks your energy systems for 30 minutes so that you feel rejuvenated, so that you have more energy and more performance for those high value activities throughout your day or your week, right? And that
I
comes
think
with age, with as you get a little bit older.
it does. I think this was Pavel who actually did say this was like your workout should give you more than it takes away.
Yeah, and I love that.
I think it was him.
I
So yeah.
love that. I love that.
Um,